see. Not freezing yet. I think we're good. I did a thing called resolution downscaling. Alright, I think we're good to begin. So, here we go. I've been practicing voices. I merely have a list of... I have two lists here. Yeah, it's still good. Of things that I need to do and voices I need to do, because I have been planning a little bit of this. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and begin here. And with every great Mario game, the hero arrives first. Mail call! I'm so glad I'm back in this game. So, if you are not Connor, you did not know that I said that there are two party members that have returned, and I'm one of them. And that is the only scene in the entire game with Paracarry. So we're gonna get a little bit of slowdown sometimes, but it usually depends on the level. Hey bro, check it out. A letter from Princess Peach has arrived. I'll just read it to you. How does that sound? Ahem. Now let's see here. Just like, hello there, Mario. I am now on holiday, traveling in the Mushroom Kingdom. In my travels, I came into possession of a mystical map. A treasure map, actually. It was inside a box I got from an old merchant in a town called Rogueport. So, the intro to this game, which we will watch probably next time, you actually see this cutscene. And yeah. But since it would be too difficult for me to try to go find the treasure all by myself, I thought you could help me hunt for it. You will, of course, won't you? I've included the map with this letter, so please bring it with you when you come. I'll meet you at Rogueport. That means you must come, Peach. What do you know? It's true. There's a weather old map here with the letter. Check it out. And this is the map. And this is Paper Mario. This look like that we're like in it. It took us so long to see the freaking starting scene in the first game. You gotta press A here. The first time I played this game, I sat here for like 5 to 10 minutes not knowing that you had to do that. So, yeah. So, prologue. A rogue's welcome. So yeah, it took us a long time to actually see the title of the game on this one. Excuse me, sir. Please wake up, sir. The town you'd been speaking of has come into view. Look, that's Rogueport. When I played this game as a kid, I didn't know how to pronounce rogue, so I thought it was Rogueport. The whole game. You see, will arrive shortly. Please prepare to disembark. I literally no idea. So this is one of the scenes that the game does not like. I must apologize, sir. Our arrival was delayed just a bit by rough weather. Are you quite sure you want to disembark here? I did tell you all the sordid tales about Rogueport on our way here, did I not? What's that? I'm sorry? You say there's a princess waiting here for you? Is that so? Of course, sir. Well, if that's what you think, I'm not stopping you. But, you be careful, sir. Don't say I didn't warn you. So, because everything's paper, it's gotta flip around like paper, too. Alright, that's the last time we ever hear about that guy. So, there's a couple differences between this game and the previous one. So yeah, now it starts to speed up because it's not cutscene anymore. The first of all is that we started by ourselves, but also we brought a little gift along. We brought the old hammer by the old Goomba from the Goomba village. Now we didn't bring the good hammer, but we brought the sucky one. Oi! Welcome to Rogueport. Bit of a nasty place, eh? You got guns coming here. You look a bit green, so have a wee bit of ice on me. Hit that save block. It's a save block. So they made the save blocks a little bit crisper looking. Really, they just sort of updated the graphics a bit. Made Mario a little bit more crisper. He's like, hey, what do you want? Get away from me, freak. Oi, come off of you, airhead. I know it's tough for you, but don't play dumb with me. I've seen you walk around town asking for information about the crystal stars. Well now, I'm doing the asking, so be a good girl and tell us what you know right now. Just never. I don't have anything to say to you creeps. Ugh. I suppose it wouldn't be right if a sassy little lass like you met with an untimely demise. Boys, we're taking this firebrand to our fortress. As you command, Lord Crump. We're on it. No, stop right there, you weirdos. Scream, really. So I forgot when the scene actually activated. Whoa, okay. And when I was doing testing, I moved too far ahead. Out of the way, you scallywag. Move your ever-loving bones. So these guys will be like, don't mess with this guy. Jesus, this is slow down. This was not as bad when I checked it last time. Like I'd go anywhere with you smelly lunatics like you. Not likely. Ugh. What do you think you're doing, chump? You think you can screw up my plans? God, it's always something. Looks like I'm going to have to give you a little taste of the old Crumpa Bomb. So we have our first actual fight here. So we can't flee from this one. Battle time, Mr. Man. Just find a way to beat this freak of the week, okay? Don't sweat the details. Just jump on him and hit him with your hammer. So there's one other thing that we decided to bring with us. And that was we decided to bring the star pendant that we got at the end of the prologue of the first game. And so we immediately are able to do action commands. Sweet! You know that hurt. Wow, I gotta say, you're tougher than you look. Keep it up and you'll beat him in no time. So we also can dodge. There's a new action command that you can do in this game. I have never, ever been able to do it. So there is a thing, we also have the hammer, which works the exact same way. Mario works exactly the same way. You've got him on the rope. Come on, keep wailing. So when he attacks, if you do it quick enough, you have to be perfect. And I'm not even going to be able to show it off. You did it! You did it! Yes! And you got star points. So there's a way to counterattack in this game. So when he jumps, if you press B at the right time, like frame perfect, you will hit him for 1 damage instead of him even hurting you, and he does nothing to you. So we get a level up and we get 100 star points. Same thing as last game. That's not different. We also start off with 100 coins. Ugh. You got a decent couple of shots in, I'll give you that. But unfortunately for you, that means it's go time! So you can see this is a heavy scene. New stuff. Punish him! And they're all trying to whack at us. we're already in deep trouble. Like, already. I want a Linux on this. Quick! This way! Phew! What a bunch of loons. Let's just sneak out of here. What do you say? Alright. So, let's run. So, see, there's a lot going on in this one. Stop! Where'd they go, huh? You, Johnson, did you see them? Did anyone? Ugh, crud, they bolted on us. Alright, so, there's another really cool thing about this game is that there are a lot more characters in it, and a lot more, like, people. So, of course, there's a mouse in the background, and there's a Ralph guy who, there was only 2 in the entirety of Paper Mario, which were the bad shot people, but there's a lot more mouse people in this game. There's a couple other races that were not in the first Paper Mario. Wow, mister, you totally saved me. Thanks. I don't know when this game came out. I think it was a year after Sunshine, or maybe 2. I've just got to give you a little reward. My name's Goombella. I'm a student at University of Goom. Nice to meet you. So, how are you? Who are you? I want to know both. Mario? Wait, you mean like the famous guy? Wow, I can't believe I met you here. Cool, anyway, no offense, but it looks like you just rolled into town yourself, right? Me? I already hate it here. There are freaks and weirdos everywhere. It's nasty. I mean, I know the place is called Rogueport, so I should have expected it, but sheesh! I'd never come to a place like this if it weren't for some legendary treasure here. So, you may recognize those guys in the back. What? You're looking for the legendary treasure too? Seriously? Whoa, whoa, bucko. What you got there? So, we got some pinches in the background. Oh my gosh. Isn't that the treasure map? You have to tell me where you got that. Princess Peach? What? Great hoogly boogly. It isn't Master Mario. Oh, we got some stuff in the background. Bit of a coincidence. Ugh. I'm reading the background noise. Stay down, bro. Bit of a coincidence bumping into one of another sort of here. The boss sends his greetings. How's that road taste, punk? Bit of a coincidence running into another in this sort of place. Huh? You okay? That hurt. Those jerks. We won't forget this. So tell me, Master Mario, what in the world brings you to this wretched little burg? Indeed. Princess Peach sent you a letter and a treasure map. And she told you she'd meet you here in Rogueport. Intriguing. So we have Toadsworth here as well. You're asking me where the Princess Peach is? I was about to ask you that. We stopped in this town to acquire a spot of fuel for our ship. Don't you know? I only took my offer for a moment, but as soon as I did, she vanished. So you may notice that this town is a bit, not as good looking as Toad Town. You can see the graffiti in the back, and there's Goombas around that are just normal people, and, not attacking us, which is, I guess, better than the normal. But there's also, something that you can see in between the dialogues here. I can't remember what it's called. You know how headstrong she is, Mario. I just assumed she'd be back momentarily. But at this point, I fear we must embrace the possibility that she may never return. I've been at a loss of what to do. I've been fraught with worry, I tell you. So, but I'm feeling better with you here, Master Mario. Surely we'll find her, surely. But I know my place, Master Mario, and this is not it. I leave this task to you. So you see there's one of those hanging things. I can't remember what they're called. I believe I'll recline in the inn right over here and enjoy a spot of tea, perhaps. In fact, I highly recommend it. Particularly if you find your HP running low. Just drop on in. Yes, anyway, a little rest will fill all of your HP. I must say though, the rest of the town is a bit rough. Yes, rough indeed. So, can we just not find her and live happily ever after? No, we have to find her. I must say that this game is a great improvement on Sunshine, considering in Sunshine, all Toadsworth would say would blah 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 blah. The best dialogue in the entire game, of course. The rest is a bit, I must say though, the rest of this town is a bit rough. Yes, rough indeed. See, I got one of those huff I say. Huff I say. Princess Peach. Did he mean like Peach, the Mushroom Kingdom princess? The princess who always gets nabbed by Bowser? The Koopa King? The one you rescue? Wait a sec, this is crazy! Princess Peach sent you that treasure map? Kinda drop on in, yeah. Nice emoticon, whatever it is. Whoa, this is really intense. Where could she have gone then? Do you think maybe she got sick of waiting and went to find the treasure map on her own? Oh, I know, Mario. Come with me. One of my professors is here researching that treasure. We'll show him your map. If we start looking for the treasure, then maybe we'll catch up to Princess Peach. Great, we're all good then. Let's go, Mario. So we have our first party member. This is also a very framey area. Goobella's ability. A primer. Press X to get information about nearby people, places, and objects. This is Rogueport Plaza. It's the center of town and the main business district. It's a crossroads where many people meet, including more than a few shady characters. Anytime you press X, when there's no one around, I'll tell you about where we are. That's Gunther, the Goomba. He's always complaining about being swindled and mugged. If you press X when there's somebody nearby, I'll tell you about him or her. So, did you get all that? Alright, so, Goobella can give you advice. What an original party member. Yes. So, she gives you the tattle ability. She's literally Goombario, but like female and much more. She has a less dumber name than the name of the main character. We should go find the professor. I missed that dialogue. First off, we gotta go find my professor. Thing is, since I just got to town myself, I don't actually know where he lives. So keep an eye out. Here's what Professor Frankly looks like. Alright, so I gotta look at my list now because we're actually given stuff to do. So things I need to do. Alright. So we're gonna head to the left here first. Freeze! You too, not another step. Don't come this way. Some complete jerk just bumped into me and made me lose my contact lens. I'm looking for it right now, so don't you dare move. You hear me? Whatever you do, do not move an inch. Not an inch, you hear me? Alright, so we wait, moving a little bit. Ah! Switch! Ugh, you idiot! You stepped on it, my poor contact lens. I told you not to move. Don't your stupid ears work? What were you thinking? This is your fault. Now I have to buy a new contact lens, but you're gonna pay for it. Compensate me, Mr. Clumsy. Fine, if that's your plan, then here's mine, you oaf. I'm gonna block the gate to the west side until you bring me a new contact lens. So if you can't move past her. No, look, I'm not letting you into the west part of town until you buy me a new lens. Sorry, but end of story. I can't cook anything without my contact lens in. Oh, my rage is so hot right now, I could cook you with it. So yeah, we're not allowed into the west part of town. This is her house here. This will be a bit later. However, we want to deal with contact lens first, but also we want to read the sign. Turf war between the Pinta Syndicate and the Robos heating up, apparently. Best stay indoors. And just like last time, you have a sign with the graffiti corner on it. I just saw the most beautiful, elegant princess in Rogueport. I think I'm smitten. Podley's best customer. So if you head into the shop, we started with 100 coins, so we can go ahead and buy whatever items are here. A lot of them are from the previous game. Mushroom heals 5 HP, heals 5 FP, cures poison and some other stuff. Fire flower does damage to everything. Sleeps. This is the new item here that will summon a scary spirit, and it just makes them run off the screen. I'm not going to buy anything right now other than probably the fire flower. Hey fella, welcome. If this is your first time, he's going to explain to me what the points badge system is. I accidentally hit yes. Alright, so we're going to buy the fire flower. So basically, what the item point system is you look at here and you can see the points. So every single item you buy, you gain a point for, and at a certain intervals, you gain different items. So, like, it takes a long time to get this stuff. And I think the farthest I've ever made it is the Ultra Shroom. And these points aren't based on individual shops. Every shop, whenever you buy something, you will gain a point. And so the next shop we go to in the next town, we will have still 1 point. And when we buy something there, we'll have 2 points. So it's not individual shops, it's every shop. But you want to talk to these guys, but you want to tattle them first. The Toad Brothers Bazaar is run by a pair of Toad Brothers. This one's thrifty. Get it, like a thrift shop? They must get along really well to be able to run a shop together, you know? But then again, you and Luigi are pretty tight too, right? You guys ever fight? Only in Smash Bros. And maybe Mario Party and Double Dash and tennis and a whole bunch of stuff. Welcome, yes, welcome to the Toad Brothers Bazaar. Hey, what's that? You want a contact lens, you say? Wait just a moment. So you want to do this early on because pretty much this is a time-based event. So, and you will eventually need to do this. Gee, fella, I'm sorry, but we don't have any in stock right now. Tough luck, I know. I can special order one right away for you, but it'll take a while. Check back soon, okay? So now that we've done that, we'll be able to get into the west side of town earlier than we need to be, but we get to go into the west side of town, which is a nice place. Hey there, fella. Oh, I didn't want to do that. But as long as I'm here, here is the stuff we can do. So you can check your points, but you see your points like when you're up and you're gonna buy a thing, or when you're checking that sign. So this is worthless. So you can sell. He just tells you how to buy items with this. So you can sell your items, and then you can store them here, and then you can withdraw them. So you can put stuff in shops, in one shop, and then you can go to another shop when you're not full on items, and you can withdraw an item there too. So pretty much that's him. So that's Plenty, the manager of the Toad Brothers Bazaar. His name is Plenty, but he doesn't have enough contact lenses in. He originally opened this shop with his brother, Thrifty. Those two guys, I can never tell them apart, you know? They're totally identical. So that's this. Okay. So we're gonna head to a couple locations. That's a giant chest. Hey, by the way, Mario, have you saved? It's a save. There's ins. It's a save block right here. We're gonna save the game. Yeah, sure. So expect that little yellow stuff to come up. That is do that. Let's see. What original party member? Still nothing. Alright, so we're gonna head through here now. Whoops! Pardon me, sucker! Hey, what's your beef, pal? Yeah, I'm talking to you! Mario, you gotta wake up. That guy just stole half of your coins. So, now we're down to 45. That is so lame. Ugh, I hate this town. So if we head back, we're gonna do a bit of a weird thing. We're gonna go into this inn, and the first floor isn't an inn, it's actually a bar. And this guy's name is Podley, and this guy is super important for later. We'll talk about him when we get to him. But he's like probably the greatest character in this entire game. That's the innkeeper, Podley. He looks distinguished always, polishing those glasses. I wouldn't mind having a cold Chocola sometime, and listening to him talk. He opened this inn a long time ago, so he really knows about the townsfolk. So, what she said is actually really important, and a really big Easter egg. Here's Toadsworth. You can tattle him too. You can tattle all of these people. Tricola is actually a Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga thing. If you go here, we get our first star piece. And there's a chapter where Mario and Luigi are in a forest, and they find the place where Tricola is brewed. So that's kind of a neat little Easter egg thing. That's Magumba. I didn't mean to tell. Listen, this is a huge secret, but I gotta tell someone. I'm a wanted Goomba. I was a thief in another town up until 3 months ago. Yeah, I'm a good one. But then the heat came down, so I needed to hide out, so I came to Roadport. Not that I told you. You gotta keep it secret, okay? I'm so sly. So we'll hear more about him, but he's actually kind of interesting, what he does. So if you keep heading here, and then you go into this house right here, you can see, here is the thief. Oops! Fancy meeting you here. You're pretty dang persistent, buddy. What a pain. Fine, okay, you got me. I'll give you your coins back. Here. So, if you don't do this now, you actually will lose out on those 50 coins. You can't get those back. If we, did the first chapter and then try to find the coins, it would not be allowed. So, there's one more thing that I want to show off before we head out, which is it's a door up here that I forgot to click on, but this room in here we can't go into, open at 11 a.m. today. So that's going to be very important for later. But we're going to head to the right now, and let's see, Toadsworth, read front back sign, order, alright, so we're good for now. We're good to head here. So this shop shouldn't be open. It is. We don't do anything here. But he might look familiar to you. That star point in the middle. That star point. So we head into here. Oh, hi. There you are, Professor Frankly.
What's that? Who's there? Who wants me? Ah, yes, now you, I've seen your face before. Yes, that face. Wait for it. Just a moment. Don't tell me now. Silence, I'll get it right. It's not Goombriel. It's not Eliza Goom. Aha, I've got it. You're Goombella, aren't you? You were in my archaeology class last year, am I right?
Wow, yes sir, that's me. I'm Goombella, a junior at U-Goom. Go Goombas! I want to see this place and how many Goombas are on this campus.
Of course, I remember you. Not to toot my horn, but I'm pretty good at remembering. You, though, you stick out in my mind because you are such an exceptional student. And that guy behind you is... Who?
Apparently he's never heard. Mario, Professor. He's Mario. You know, like the famous one. You have a Linux and Professor Frankly.
Oh, my apologies. I'm such a bookworm. I haven't a clue what's hip right now. In any case, what sort of errand brings you all the way to a place like this?
We were hoping you'd tell us about the legendary treasure, said to be below Roadport. I thought that if anyone knew anything about it, it would be you, Professor Frankly.
Of course I know about it. The reason I came here was to study that very subject. But why do you tykes want to learn about the legendary treasure? You know what that most say, it's little more than a fairy tale, don't you?
Archaeologists and historians have to search for truth in those fairy tales, though. Me, I believe the legendary treasure truly does exist, and I really want to find it.
Good point, and well made. In any case, I'll cooperate with you however I can. First of all, about the treasure. There are many mysteries surrounding it. Some say it's an infinitely vast treasure hoard, while others say it's a magical item. Some books say it's actually a monster, while others claim it's an empty chest. So many different theories. Obviously, it's impossible to divine the truth among them. But all agree on one point. To find the treasure, one must have the crystal stars. To find the treasure of your
take the 7 crystal stars to the 1,000-year door. Hey! I've heard that saying before. You mean the crystal stars in that old saying that super elderly people pass down?
Indeed, the same. As the saying goes, if you want to find the legendary treasure, you must first collect the 7 crystal stars.
Hold the magical map aloft before the entrance to the 1,000-year door. Then the stars will light the way that leads to the stones of yesterday. Yeah! A lot of the lore I've read says that if the magical map is taken to the doorway, then it'll show you where the crystal stars are. Find the crystal stars.
Correct, and the 1,000-year door is supposedly here deep beneath this town. Yet the critical piece of the puzzle, the magical map, is lost. If only we had that map.
But we do have a professor. Oh, well, not we, exactly. Mario has the magical map.
What? Humbly bumbly humbity hubbada hibbity hoobada hamla huffla hoofla. Really? You actually have it? Could I just take a quick look at it, if you don't mind? Astounding! This is it, the real thing, the one and only magical map. You, son, are my hero. You're great, fantastic, wonderful even. With this, we can find the crystal stars just by holding this aloft before the legendary door.
Right on, Professor.
Good golly, what are we just sitting here then? Goomba, Mario, off we must go, this instant. Let's take the magical map to the legendary door.
So here we go, we're off. Remember the trash can. Alright. This is more framed down than I expected. I bet you didn't know this rotten old thing came off, did you? So the one odd thing about this game is that the pipes are hexagonal. We can use this pipe to get down into the city streets. Come on, both of you, let's get moving. Which is a bit odd considering that all of the pipes in the first game were cylindrical. Oh wait, hang on a second, Mario, something just occurred to me. I'm fairly certain there are quite a few hoodlums down below, so keep your guard up. You do know how about your action commands, don't you? Yes, of course. Really a master, are you? Maybe you ought to practice them once, just to be safe. Nope. We're going to be doing this for every single tutorial.
A bold young lad, aren't you? Very well. Down we go. Just stand on the pipe.
Come on now. So we'll deal with that, those robos, which is that guy that was standing in the way of that doorway. Do that later. So now we're in the underground. Save the game. So on the left here, we have an interesting, neat guy. A bit of an underground area. This is a bigger area. So in here is the place where if you don't know where to go, or it's the luck lady. I can't remember. Welcome Mario. I'm lovely, the fortune teller. Well, I have the shines. No, so she is the fortune teller who tells you where to go. So she does Merlin's job that Merlin did in the previous game. And now we're gonna go this way. So, in here. Hey man, what's up? Who's the hottie you got there with you? What's up, baby? Why don't you hang with us for a while? We play real nice. Man, what's a fine-looking Goomba doing with a tubby mustache, man, like that? Oh, it is so sweet that you boys think I'm cute, seriously. Yeah, like guys like you totally make me feel like totally barfing. Now get out of our way. Ouch, that was cold. What, you're too good for us? Come off it, sister. Nobody zings us like that. Nobody. Let's get him. Alright, so we're in the first battle. So, another really interesting...
A Goomba, a spiny Goomba, and a Paragoomba. My, the whole Goomba family tree. The one I should worry about is the spiky one, and he flies. You can't hit him with your hammer. You can hit the spiky one with your hammer, but you can't jump on him. You can Okay, so there's another interesting thing about this game, is if you notice, since Goombella is our partner now, the previous game, if your partner was damaged, they'd be out for a couple turns. Not in this one. Goombella has health just like you do. Every partner member has health, and they can go first.
But the difference is I suck, but they will stay in the front, and anybody who attacks them will hurt the person in the front usually. So enemies also are able to use items as well in battle, and you can gain the items that they drop you if it's not a battle that has a cutscene after it, and the items will work. So, as soon as they hit us, one of us will wake up. They do enough damage. So Goombella, because she only jumps, can't hit the guy in the spike, just like the last game. There we go. Now we need Mario to wake up. Mario needs to wake up. So since we can't do anything, I'm just gonna tattle him. And there's an action command for tattling now. So if you get that cursor, if the cursor is not inside the circle, you actually don't get the tattle. They added it's very slightly. That's a spiky Goomba, spiky-headed Goomba. What a creative name. That spike is super pointy, so better to hit it with a hammer than jump on it. Max HP is 2, factors in. The addition of the spike means you'll hurt your feet if you jump on it. Duh. So, this could be bad. So now we have a couple tactics here, so we can defend, run away. There will be more about that later. There we go. Alright. So we're going to switch back to Mario. And we're just going to go ahead and hit him like that. So, that was the first battle. Like, actual enemy battle. You can call the owie! Then they're gone. That was not the most cool thing to say. Later on, losers, that felt awesome. Are you ready, Mario? There are plenty more where they came from, and they'll have it all in for us. When they attack, try to hammer them or jump on them while in the field. You'll get a first strike. So, just like the previous game, you get first strikes. But another really cool thing about the Rogueport sewers is, or like the underground, it's not very sewery, it's more of like a ruins kind of thing, is that there are a lot of ways that you, as you gain abilities, you can actually get through it a lot quicker. So, we're going to jump here. And he's dead. Alright, that was simple. So yeah, and they still drop coins as usual. I can't remember if we began with 10 FP. I think I actually remember complaining about having 5 FP instead of 10 in Paper Mario. I guess I just got it wrong. We got Mushroom. Kind of really big slowdown. I was not expecting it. Sorry. So, as you can tell, these are pretty easy. Enemies can get first strikes on us still. And we can get first strikes on them, like that. Jesus, we're having such trouble. So, Mario can break blocks just like usual. If you go through here, there's something different. A giant switch and a giant block. That up there we'll talk about later. But we'll see more of those blocks that were up above us. We're going down this pipe. Bring us down here. And we can't do anything with him. So okay, these are Spinias. They spin quickly. They're new enemies, and they look really neat. There are very few enemies. They got like 3 HP or something like that. There you go. Yeah, they got 3 HP. And pretty much, they're very easy by themselves, but because of how quickly they spin, it can be hard. I'm actually surprised I was able to dodge that, because in my like test file, every time I would fight one of these guys, I would always get hit by them. They do 1 damage. I am just on the ball with this, which is surprising. Normally I'm not. So Connor, I want a Linux so far. I'm like, anything. I don't even care. Just give me a Linux. For those who don't know, Linuxes are pretty much when I want Connor to tell me something. I think it's just Connor right now, which is fine. So we hit the switch here, and uncovers the stairs. And it appears that there's nowhere further we can go through here, so we have to go through the door. And we reached a dead end, but there's a chest here.
Whoa! Hey, you! Can you hear me? You can! They must be near the hero of legend. Only the great hero of legend can hear my voice. Yeah, everyone else, nothing. See, long ago, an evil spirit cast a curse on me, locking me in this box. I was bummed. I've been here ever since, waiting a long, long time for the hero to come by. So, yeah. Anyway, big guy, what brings a hero like you to a place like this?
Mario, a word with you. I'm not exactly confident that we can trust this box. I think it may be best not to mention that we're looking for the crystal stars. Well, drat. I just said it out loud. What's wrong with me?
Oh yeah, searching for the crystal stars, are you now? So you really are a hero. Well, you're definitely gonna need my help if you hope to get those bad boys. So first you should look for the key to this box, then use it to let me out. Definitely. By the way, the key looks like this.
Hey, we've seen one of those. Well, what do you think we ought to do, Mario?
Well, I know my vote goes to finding that key. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. Come on, being stuck in a box is no picnic. I'm counting on you, oh great legendary hero.
Alright, so we gotta go and get the key. I'm glad that of all the things that you chose to do Linux on, you did the muffled voice. So I was wondering about how that was gonna go. I think it was in... I was like 3 or 5 rooms away from this area, and then I was like, I should do a muffled voice for this guy, and I put it into my list.
Whoa, 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 you brought the key? Yes, oh man, I owe you big.
A strange black key, but what could it be for?
Yes, thank nothing. Fools. Now you get to hear my real voice. I was secretly muffled all along. Oh boy, did you fall for it. I burned you. What, you think I was gonna help you? Instead, I'm gonna spread a little of the suffering I've endured in that box. Yeah, sorry, but those are the breaks. I'm gonna cast an evil, terrible curse upon you. Boogly woogly woo, you're cursed.
So this is what we get for we get a little debuffed here. We get the action commands, but we get a curse on it too. We get cursed.
You want to hear all about the sweet curse I just dropped? Then listen well.
This is like really the bad part of the game, because this curse really sucks.
From now on, if you press Y in certain areas, you'll turn into a paper airplane. Whee! Troubling yet. Suffer the rest of your days under my terrible curse. Whee! Oh, I can't help but chortle. You're doomed. Chortle, 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 chortle. This curse is pretty rough, I guess. So I suppose I owe it to you to explain. Ready? If you stand on an airplane panel like this one, the floor will start to glow. Yeah, okay, you're on the panel. Now try pressing Y and then BAM! You're a paper airplane. Ha ha ha! The worst part of the curse is that you must tilt left and right to control yourself. I guess if you got good at it, you might fly a long way. But that's the only good thing! So, be honest, isn't this curse just about the worst thing that's ever happened to you?
Yes, I get it. It's terrible.
If you press B, you might return to normal. Maybe. Farewell, you foolish fool.
So that's the curse guy. So, wow. Just, wow. What was that guy's beef? Was it corned beef? Crowned? Is he made of beef? So you press B on these on these paper airplane spots, and you can fly. And if you hit a wall, you turn back to normal. If you press B, you turn back to normal. That's his curse. So now we have one of the biggest rooms in the literal entire game. And the slowdown is actually not as bad as other areas.
Oh, Mario, Goombella, look at that. It's the 1,000-year door, spoken of in the legends. I can't believe it's real. So the legends are all true. There it is, big as life. Come, let's move closer.
So you may notice that there's 7 stars on the door itself. Hey, what's the deal with the weird pedestal, huh? What could it be? What, you think? So you notice that there's 7 stars on the door, just like how there are 7 crystal stars. Connor, I want a Linux on that curse. I want your thoughts on it. I'm glad that you loved my muffled voice. An A+, you don't give those out. Professor, what's going on? So we must hold aloft the magical map upon the 1,000-year door. We've been streaming for an hour already. I knew that where I wanted to stop would be a smart idea and might keep going, but I think I'm gonna end it. The section that I wanted. And it will tell you the location of the next one on the map. So, a wonderful castle. Nice particle effects, bro. The location of the crystal star has been recorded on your magical map, and Mario has learned a special move. You can now use Sweet Treat. Each time you get a crystal star, you'll learn a new special move. So, crystal stars are supposed to be like the equivalent of the star spirits, except for that they're not characters. That's the only problem, the downside. But there is an upside to them as well. Professor, the map, and what was with all of those crazy lights?
It appears that the information related to the locations of the crystal stars appeared. And that shining light, it looked as if a mysterious power was given to Mario. Well, one way or another, we should return to my place and study the map closely. Aha, I see.
So there's the map on the table itself. You understand it, Professor?
My dear, of course I do. Firstly, about that light we saw shining on Mario. By my reckoning, Mario can now perform what is known as a special move.
A special move?
Yes, stuff like this is better explained by example rather than words. Would you like to try it out now?
Nope.
This is very important. You better listen. I mean it. Are you ready to listen?
Nope.
You're absolutely sure? Well, alright then. Let's have a look at that magical map and see what we can learn about the... Wow! Astounding! This map has radar-like functions. It now shows the location of a crystal star. It looks like the first crystal star is to be found in a place called Petal Meadows.
Petal Meadows?
Yes, the area is a vast meadow that lies far to the east of Rogueport. To tell you the truth, I've always thought that place was a tad suspicious. The name Petal Meadows did come up from time to time in my research.
Okay, fine. So we'll go to there. Does anybody know how to get there or what?
I'm fairly certain that somewhere beneath the city is a pipe to Petal Meadows. If you could just find that, you would get there instantly. Pipe travel is efficient. Say, by the way, Mario, I'm curious. Where did you get that map anyway? From Princess Peach. Really? Her Highness sent this map to you, Mario?
I want a Linux on that curse. I'm still waiting for a Linux on it.
This Princess Peach. This wouldn't be... would it? So it is her. Your princess came to see me the other day. She wanted to learn about the treasure. I told her about the crystal stars and my suspicions about Petal Meadows. It doesn't seem likely, but perhaps she tried to go to Petal Meadows on her own.
You know, Professor, there was another suspicious group asking about the same thing.
But I can't imagine that Princess Peach is getting involved with them. Alright, it's settled. Off to Petal Meadows you two go. If Princess Peach indeed were there, your first priority must be to catch up to her. Collecting the crystal stars is a means to an end, and that end is a Princess Peach.
Aren't you coming with us, Professor?
No, I'll stay in town and ask about the Princess Peach and that suspicious gang. Besides, I doubt a shriveled old Goomba like me could handle the trials of the road. Of course, if anything happens and you need some advice, come see me, okay?
You got it, Professor. Well, Mario, we're off. Alright, so we have the map back. And just like every old person...
Wait just a moment!
I've seen that badge before. You got Power Smash. So,
Mario, it's scary out there. Take this with you. It's called a badge and it can be incredibly helpful. You see, depending on the badges you have equipped, it's badges. They're badges. I'm not going to do the tutorial. I almost did the tutorial. Good luck. Alright.
So, we're going to go into the pipe. I love which doesn't like it. That area. So, hey Mario, what's the deal? You didn't equip the badge Professor Frankly gave you. If you don't equip a badge, it won't do anything for you. Equip it before you forget. Alright, so now, if we head back over here, an interesting thing will happen. The guy has moved, and
My name is Dazzle, and I collect star pieces. The more I collect, the happier I am. So guys, if you have any star pieces, I'll trade you my badge for them. Yay! Come on, let's trade. Which badge do you want to trade for?
we only have one. Now, I want a Linux on just the curse, and how horrible it is, and everything about it. Now, attack effects badges in this game suck. They are not good. But there are some that are okay, and so the ones that are okay, that I'm okay with, we're going to equip. The ones that are stupid, we're not equipping. So eventually get to the point where we will have by the second chapter we'll have 3 attack effects badges, and 2 of them will be equipped, and 1 will not be equipped. So we're gonna go ahead and buy this badge, and we're going to go to the badges, and the D-pad in this game is actually good, unlike the one in the previous game, where you just pressed up, and the C-stick would control, like, opening items and stuff like that, and the D-pad wouldn't do anything. The game, this one, the D-pad does everything. So the up is gear, badges there, journal is bottom, party is there. Party. So you equip badges. Some badges, of course, still have 0. Power Smash has 1. So in the previous game, we were given Power Jump. In this one, we're given Power Smash, which is a bit of a difference. That's why I liked Power Smash so much in the first game, is because I'm so used to it in this one. So we're going to go ahead and go into a plane here. It's so nice that the pause menu doesn't freeze 15 seconds anymore. Yeah, it is quite quick. That was both a problem, I think, with the emulator itself and the actual just game in general. We're gonna fight this guy down here, and I'm great at this game. So we have two enemies. Nope, we don't want a Power Smash. Power Smash is too good. What would have been smarter is if I would have put Goombella in the front and then, there we go. I wouldn't have taken any damage if I put Goombella in the front. Alright, so that's that. Just a little bit of experience. So yeah, give me a Linux on the curse and how horrible it is. Back in my day, Mario used to jump to kill enemies. Connor, they also had those in Paper Mario, the N64. So I don't know what you're talking about. That thing's kind of soggy. So we jump on it.
Ouch, that hurt. Ouch, that hurt. Who just up and whack someone's tootsies like that? Somebody with some serious moxie, that's who. Would you look at that? It's some saucy mustache. He's in a world of hurt. Alright. I don't give them a taste of the old tentacle trample.
Hey Mario, you remember what Professor Frank? Oh, you can switch. We could switch. So, you may notice something in the crowd there. We're gonna use some. This is the left tentacle, and there's the right tentacle. The right tentacle is too high to hit. The left one is at the perfect height. So, hey, mustache. You were thinking I would taste good, aren't you? Admit it! Yeah, but you want to snack on these tentacles, don't you? Well... Sorry, I missed the bloops. Well, you're darn blooping I do. Bloop. Alright, so we're gonna have Gamilla use a fire flower. So you may notice something in the crowd. It threw a coin. There are people in the crowd. I'm gonna explain that in a bit. You're darn blooping. And there's now stars that are coming from the crowd. So we should be okay. So now we're gonna use the special, which we can see how many we have because of the bar. And there's also a star square. We'll get to that in a bit. So we're gonna use Sweet Treat. So in the previous game, we would have the Star Spirits come down and then just tell us, do whatever. In this one, we get to actually have action commands with it, and so the better you are at it, the better the specials are. So in this one, we pretty much regained everything. If you touch the poison mushrooms, which I actually can't hit now, you aren't going to be able to hit anything, and eventually the hearts will run out, and that Mario one is the last one. So, we gained a whole bunch of stuff. Now, in order to refill that gauge, instead of just attacking and waiting for it to refill, or doing that, like, praise thing, it's Paper Mario stage play, we're getting that. Instead of, like, wishing, which is what that was, it is replaced with appeal. So you want to appeal to the crowd, and we'll gain more star power points. But there's something else with the tactics. So there's a thing called stylish points. So if you time your button presses correctly, and you press the A button at the right time, you'll gain more stars by doing stylish points. So there's even more action commands in this one. So for instance, if we were to tattle this guy, which I'm not going to tattle him, because you know what, we'll tattle him. So if you tattle him, and you do it right, you can press A right as she looks at the book, and the cursor goes away, and she does the stylish. That's a blooper, and a really super humongous one too. Ew, it's all slimy. I just totally can't stand slimy, nasty, icky things. Gross. Gross. Max HP is 12, attack is 1, and defense is 0. It attacks with tentacles and ink. Once you damage both its tentacles, it'll fall down, and then it's attack time. By the way, the tentacles each have 3 HP. Now relax and house on that slimy, nasty blooper. And so when you have eventually, when you gain so many, like, people being happy from the crowd, you will get these little bingo things, a little casino. If you press the button right, which I didn't, good things will happen. So different attacks, and we also gain people in the crowd. And so right now we have 7 people, which we actually don't have a lot. That's very little. There's a whole bunch of empty seats there. The more seats you have, the more star points you will gain. The quicker you can get your specials back, and stuff like that. So, normal hammer, I hit the A button right as the hammer hit the ground, and then Mario did that jump. And then when he landed, I pressed it again, and he got confetti. Different attacks will do different stylish things. So, if we do it with Power Hammer, Mario gained several jumps, which is several stylish, and then the confetti will come later. So we gained a whole bunch more star points than we would normally. That's the end of bloopers. Unfortunately, there's only one in this game. So, battles are stage plays. But there's one more mechanic with the whole stage play thing. And Connor, we're about to we're right at the part where I was gonna end it off. If you want us to keep going, I'm okay with keep going. Chapter 1: Castle and Dragon. So we're in Petal Metals now. This is like literally the part where I'm going to end it off at, unless you want to keep going. I'm okay with keeping going. Well, here we are, the Petal Metals, where folks say crystal star hides. Woohoo! Here we go, Mario. The start of our adventure. This is completely awesome. Alright, save the game. How are we doing on health? We should be doing good. Press pause. You also see Mario's level, a whole bunch of information, and yeah. This tree here, that's not the button I want to press. Star piece and a mushroom. So the progress is saved. We can stop here for now. All right. So that is the end of the prologue. We finished the prologue. We're now in Chapter 1, Castle and Dragon. So I will see you guys later.